This is Laura. I have braved black mold in New Orleans, swam with sea lions in the Galapagos, danced the night away in a discotheque, dug myself into a hole in Guatemala, woke up to howler monkeys for 2 months in the jungle, traveled to Cuba without any money, had a crazy overnight layover in Mexico City. I prefer a hammock to a bed, and I discovered that overnight bus trips are a 2-for-1 deal. What's better than a moving hotel? My plan in life is to have no plans and see where that takes me. But now that I'm graduating college, maybe I need to get a little more serious about traveling. It could be a beautiful thing. You want me to inspire others to travel? I already do. Last spring, I was hired by Encounter to recruit and lead a trip of college students to do volunteer work in Guatemala. One of the students on the trip had never been out of the country, and to say the least, she had major culture shock. I didn't think she'd make it through the week, but she did, and last week I found out that she'll be going back on a Fulbright scholarship. Encounter and I were so happy with the project that I'll be going again this spring break to Costa Rica. Even if I'm hiking to the tallest waterfall in the world with parasites in my stomach, or almost drowning by jumping into whitewater rapids for the first time, I've got the dedication to have a great time, no matter the obstacles. I'm that girl that somehow ends up on stage playing tambourine with a random band, or in the middle of a dance-off at a nightclub in Venezuela. A few things I did on an overnight layover in Mexico City were: I went to an underground agrotech concert full of vampires. Took a 3-hour bus trip to the Teotihuacan pyramids for 15 minutes before getting right back on the bus and booking it straight back to the airport, just to find out my friend had lost his passport the night before. I don't consider myself a tourist. I'm a world citizen trying to connect with others around the world. Sure, there's sights to see, adventures to be had, and new food to try, but you haven't really experienced a new place until you act like a local. Last June, I set out for Venezuela for a 6-month stint without a plan. I came back with killer photos and interviews for my senior thesis. All alone in a new place without the necessary language skills, I reached out to local communities. I soon found myself not only learning the language, but finding families to live with, cooking new foods, and making lifelong relationships. And though at first I thought I couldn't do it, I found out I just couldn't do it alone. And the people around me taught me everything I needed to know. For me, being a world traveler is not how many countries you've been to. It's what you learn from each new culture.
Hola, ¿hablas español?
Sí, un picante. You communicate with your personality, with charades, or even with a smile. When I said I spoke a spicy Spanish, they understood. I'm an inspiration. I'm a volunteer. I'm a documentary photographer. I'm a writer. I'm a spoon collector. I'm a dreamer. I'm a realist. I'm a world citizen. And I want to work for you. I'm qualified. I've got skills in photo, video, and writing. I've led student trips, traveled, worked, and lived abroad. I'm responsible, but still know how to have a fun time. I can promise a unique take and a new perspective on travel that other people my age who are eager for their chance to see the world can relate to. I'm proof that anyone can be a world traveler, even if you're from small town Ohio. All you need is a backpack, a little bit of courage, and the desire to make it happen.